Okay, so this is an example exercise 115 on goodwill impairment. So goodwill impairment, I believe, changed in 2017. So if you look online at the study guide, I believe it does exercise 117, and 117 no longer applies. Okay, so they did it using the old standards. Okay, under the new standards, they will impair when the fair value is greater than the carrying value, and that's the amount they will impair by. So it's a lot simpler. It used to be a two-stage approach. Okay, so this is goodwill impairment exercise 115. So I've written already down the information. Okay, so the carrying value, the total carrying value, if we add all these up, right, all our assets, subtract accounts payable, we're going to come up with 290,000. Okay, so what they said, we want to do a test for impairment, determine the amount of the goodwill to be reported and the amount of the goodwill impairment to be recognized, if any. Okay, so the first one, it is determined the fair value is 340. Okay, so our carrying value was 290. That was less than the fair value of 340. So therefore, we'd have no impairment. So there is no impairment, right? And we would record goodwill then of the 80,000. Okay, so that's what would happen with that one. The next one, they're saying the fair value is a total of 280,000. Okay, so it's not the fair value of the asset, it's the fair value of the division, 280,000. So our book value, or carrying value rather, is still 290, which is greater than the book value. So we're going to have an impairment of 10,000. So as a result, they will write goodwill down by 10,000, and the new value for book value will be 70,000 on the books. Finally, the last one is 260. Again, carrying value, fair value. So the carrying value is 290, which is greater than the 260. Therefore, we'll have an impairment, and it will be written down by 30,000. So goodwill 80 minus 30 will be 50,000 on the financial statements. So we cannot impair less in this case than 80,000. Okay, so they could not, if they had something where it was, say, carrying value of 290, and that was greater than, say, I'll just say, let's see, then 200,000. That would imply for this one 90,000. So we could only write down to 0, right? So we would impair in that case 80,000.